everyone, how are we going? So today we thought we might do a Birdman Dad video. We haven't done one for so long. Alright, so in our garden area you can see we've got a lot of grass seeds at the moment. I don't cut this section of the lawn. So I've got this chickweed here. The finches absolutely love them. We're about to give some to our Gouldians that have babies, and then we've got over here some of the winter grass, the seeds. The birds absolutely love this. Best time of the year. So I don't mow this section at all. I water it regularly. So anyway, we'll go inside. We'll have a bit of a look around. Okay, here we are. So this is actually a new cage. I think last time we did a Birdman Dad we were building this. Anyway, here we go, and here's our Gouldian finches. That's the mum. We'll go in here. I'll give them a little bit of grass. I gave them a bit earlier, but I think you can see up in the top there, there's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 babies have come out. I was looking at them a bit earlier. I think there's some pure white ones, which will be silver females. There's a couple blues and what we call single factors in there. They've been out for about 2 or 3 days. They've still got, Mum and Dad have got 3 of the other babies that came out the nest before, and she went straight back down, so we'll actually take the nest box out now that she's fledged these ones, and give her a break. So she's had 2 nests, and that's enough. So yep. Okay, so this is the cage that we bred them in this year. Cage is probably about, it's 3 meters length, like in length, 3 meters. They're roughly just under 1 meter wide, and then I built the suspended bit at the front, which is about a 700 suspended bit. So when we come inside the aviary, all the aviaries through here have got like little slider doors as well, so it makes it easy to give them their morning and evening food. So you can just put the food in. I've just collected all the morning bowls with their sprouted food and boiled egg and that they seem to love. Probably about 6 months ago we put in a automatic waterer. So we've got that on a simple tap timer over here. Come in here. There's our tap timer. Just you can get it at your local hardware or your Bunnings. Just a matter of, it obviously can come on automatically, but at the moment I've got it turned off because it's quite cool. And there we go. And you can set that to come on 3 times a day. And the other thing I've done also, now that we've got one left, I've gone away from the big bowls. With the smaller bowls now, the smaller glazed bowls, much easier if you need to medicate your birds. And also the birds, I find, bathe in them in the warmer months much easier than the great big bowls. I think big bowls are a thing of the past. So if you've got automatic waterers and they're being filled all the time, you don't need these great big bowls anymore. So the Gouldians, as you know, like all birds, so we normally come along. I've only just done this probably an hour ago, but I scrub them out Give them a quick scrub, out they go. And there, the bowl fills obviously back up. All birds love fresh water, doesn't just have to be Gouldian finches, all the birds love it. So they'll either come down, normally they'll come down and drink first, then bathe in the water. That's very, very important that your birds have got, particularly obviously in the summer when the water warms up, they've got ample fresh water. So I set that timer for about 2 minutes. Yeah, and then it automatically goes off, and that's it. So if you know your birds are obviously getting, you know, fresh water 3-4 times a day, which is good for them. And there's just some that we bred from last year. They're split Gouldians, so what I mean by that is they're split blue. 2 males there and 3 females. 2 of the females are still getting colour in their heads. They're beautiful birds. They're in there with a couple blue cap finches as well. We can probably try and get a little bit closer and they can get a good look at them. They are actually really beautiful Gouldians. I mean, out in the wild they're like that, obviously not split blue, but I mean, look how brilliantly coloured the males. That rich purple, beautiful black face on them. They're absolutely beautiful, and they're in an endangered situation in Western Australia. I just hope we don't lose them forever. I think everyone should always have a pair or 2 of Gouldians in their cage. I really appreciate how pretty of a little bird that they are. I'm actually at the moment trying to get some normal ones, like the not any mutation at all, just with the red faces on them and a pair of black faced ones, so that we can let them go in the big aviary, and so we've always got some Gouldian finches. So like I said when we first walked in, we were just building this flight. So it's been up now for a good 12 months. So we planted it out with some shrubs and some grass, and the birds absolutely love it, especially the seeded grass. So in the summer months, I just cut it back towards the beginning of winter. It's just starting to re-sprout now because the weather is starting to warm up a bit now, because we're into October now. So it's just starting, September, sorry, but just starting to warm up. Even the bottle brushes are starting to spur on again with some growth, looking nice and fresh and green. Haven't really, we had a couple nests, so we've had a nest up in here. Some of the finches, when this was built a nest up in here. Really successful, because the trees are not really protected enough as yet. I think once they grow up a bit more inside, we might see some more nests being built naturally in the shrubs, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. So we built this, and then they can come down here. So this is a bit of a holding section for them. They fly down through here past all our other holding cages, and then I've cut a bit of a tunnel in the other end. They go through there, so down through there they go. Quite a bit of a little flight, a little bit of a journey for them, but they all seem to love it, and they get in amongst into another cage there, again with a lot of shrubs and places for them to hide, breed, and yeah, at the moment it's been quite successful. So like I say, last time we did one, this was under construction, so but it's been finished for a little while now, so pretty happy with it. Yeah, so as you can see, we've just had 6 come out. They've only been out for about 2 or 3 days. They're all obviously huddled up there trying to keep warm, because it is a little bit cool here with with the winter we've had, it just seems to be getting longer and longer and longer. But anyway, I don't mind the winter. It's nice to see the rain and not the hot sun. But as you can see, they're all huddled up, but they look healthy enough. There's still 2 or 3 in there from the previous nest. I just haven't got around to taking them out, but Gouldians certainly get on. There's no squabbling with Gouldian finches. They're family orientated Gouldians, so you have no dramas with leaving mum and dad with the children and the offspring, and you can obviously colony breed Gouldians, so that's a good thing about them. And as you can see, we've been giving them a lot of grass seed, chickweed seed, just the little wild oats, sort of winter grass, because like I say, we've had a really wet winter. There's an abundance of grass seeds on our block at the moment, so every day all the birds are given heaps and heaps of that type of food, because that is one of their favourites. Even with all the sprouted and the mixes that you might make for your birds, if you can get just natural grass seeds, obviously as long as they haven't been sprayed or things like that, that's definitely the best source of food for them, and they'll go to them every time if they've got them offered over your sprouted mix. So yep, as you can see, they're really tucking into the grass seeds at the moment. So with the protection of the Gouldians, and not just necessarily Gouldian finches, no finches or any birds really like cold drafts. They can handle the cold weather, but if they get a real horrible cold draft is when you're going to have a lot of losses with the Gouldian finch. So there's a product that we actually use. I actually obtained it through Bunnings. Whether your local hardware shop would have it or not, I'm not sure, but it's actually called Twin Wall. It's basically plastic sheeting, but it's got slots in the middle which allows air to run through. So in the summertime it allows air to go through to actually cool, and then obviously in the winter time to keep them warm. So that's a product that we use. It's not a cheap product by any means, but I found it really efficient, and I actually put it on the doors, make the whole door closed off, so that you're trying to eliminate all the drafts that you can, because sometimes in an open walkway you do get drafts coming in from all different angles. So that's what we were trying to do a bit with that. And the other thing, obviously, is we keep a little whiteboard on the outside of the aviaries now. I just find it convenient more than anything, because we do move birds around from time to time. I've just moved some this morning, not my Gouldians but some other finches. I've moved them around and I just make note of it on the little whiteboards. I've got one on each cage door. It's just a matter of quickly writing down what you've done, what rings you've put on, or what birds have been moved from what aviary to which. Sometimes we'll put down when the nests they first started laying, how many came out of the nest, what month it all happened, just for records, and then you can transfer it inside. Once you go inside, write it inside your diary or whatever. A lot of people keep records on computer now. I'm a bit old-fashioned, I don't do that, but this is just a thing because I was moving a lot of things around, and I'd sort of forget a little bit on what was going and which cage it was going in. So we just came up with this idea. It's pretty simple. They're quite cheap. There's nothing fancy about them. They're just like a little whiteboard. So put your information on it, then transfer it later on. Okay, that's just a few things. There's the aviary. So what do you think? Let us know what you think. Last time you saw it, there was nothing there. Again, see, I was talking about drafts a while ago, so we've put that up, and this colour perspex doesn't seem to get too hot in the summertime, so it's to stop the draft. Birds don't mind the cold weather, but they really don't like the draft. So yep, like I say, it's been up for over a year now. Give us a few weeks and we'll do another Birdman Dad. That we started another project. It's just about completed, so it'll be good. So watch this space. Bye.